Bro, no one is looking at this and jerking off. That's what they don't get. We just think they're cute. If you look at this and you think it's a child, you're the problem.
Touch me.
I'm gonna gently push you in that general direction.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
You just punched me. You're calling my mom? Go ahead, call her. She knows you're psychotic. Holy, you just punched me in the neck.
First, let's talk about EmiOK. So, EmiOK, the internet's biggest crybully, is claiming Gargora condemns Loli. While these claims about Gora are false, Emi has been exposed once again as a racist blackface enthusiast who was caught on camera committing domestic violence and potential animal abuse. And I have that clip, by the way. It's insane. Now, EmiOK is also going after Vtubers. And what is the definition of a crybully? Because that's what she is. It's somebody who intimidates and harasses others while claiming to be a victim of ill treatment. And this is exactly what she's doing. So it first started with her commenting on that post. The false oppression is taking me out. You are 24 and acknowledge a rule is set in place for the sexualization of childlike bodies, and your first thought is, but my body is childlike. Are you telling me I don't deserve? Correct. You do not. Be responsible. Your avatar is not your body. Your avatar is not going to experience suppression or any type of issues. It's a fucking character. It's not real. Exactly. There's almost she's so close. There's almost a moment of self-awareness here, but no, they drive right past it. They see the exit, but they don't take it. They go their other turn. Adults put their children on the internet willingly for content. They usually don't even notice there are thousands of downloads from people who are not using the content in the correct ways. The adult basically feed into the need to share content that is harmless to the non-minor attracted person, but a gold mine to someone who is specifically trying to find easy access to viewing a child. You are the adult in this scenario. You are controlling what content your little JPEG creates. Little JPEG creates? That's so demeaning. And what kind of audiences the character accumulates. Basically calling VTuber audience or people that watch lolly content all pedos again, because that's the easiest argument, I guess. You need to hold yourself responsible for the type of audience you grow, and you need to be the one who realizes this is not good for all audiences. This could attract the wrong crowd. I'm so tired of people skirting around rules and getting genuinely upset at Twitch TOS telling people to stop farming inappropriate audiences. Alright, we want to talk about farming inappropriate audiences. This is not a debate of Twitch, other flesh tubers showing skin, or anything like that. This is a debate over people who don't understand the type of audience they are farming. This is literally the same exact argument Brittany Venti was using on Gargora, saying that there was 20,000 people in Gargora's chat and they were all PDF files. Good luck to you as you struggle this intense battle of needing to add one more JPEG layer on your character or hold back from sexual jokes. What a hard time. We're freaking adults. Back to Rev's tweet. He's showing screenshots of EmiOK, you know, calling out. That's the screenshot we just read. Then he shows a screenshot of somebody replying to her saying, Gura likes lolly, ergo you like someone who likes it. And she replies, Gargora does not produce and celebrate or promote distribution of not safe for work content. That is the difference. So, you know, Gargora has promoted risque lolly fan arts of her. I mean, this depiction of her looks pretty young. This one's here, you know, we see probably her butt cheeks because she's in a swimsuit. There's been more. There's like, I don't know, Gargora fan arts with feet in the foreground and stuff. And ain't nothing shocking. It really isn't. It's not gonna hurt you. It's just a lolly. EmiOK, again, going on her victim tangent. Thanks for the support. Luckily, I have dealt with this side of the internet before. Oh, boo-hoo. Crybully crying again. There is nothing anyone can say about the situation or my past that will ever make sexualizing lollies okay. The only way that even find my post is through specific accounts dedicated to sharing anti-lolly people to a group of others who have absolutely zero morals or critical thinking skills. I'm gonna have to eye roll on that one, and she's referring to Rev here. These people are so far deep into degeneracy that you cannot argue with them. Well, that part is true. We are deep into degeneracy. Just not the kind that she thinks it is. I appreciate people going out of their way to comment or reply on certain posts at me for my opinion, so I just wanted to let everyone know they are trying to argue with you on purpose. They don't even care about the VTuber in question. They aren't fans of me or her. They just saw the fact that I'm an anti-loli porn and sound the masses. They don't even care about, to make things clear, I am a pro-Vtuber and even pro-chibi characters. I am anti-desexualization or any 18+ content where the main focus is a character designed to be childlike and by definition is a young-looking whatever. I just basically ignore Twitter once I tweet these things. My inbox is full of hate mail, but all of their PDF hate comments are shadow banned, so I don't see the shit unless I specifically look for it. It's not me ruining VTubers, it's you. It's the people who have no control over their sexual urges that will go through mental hoops of why they should be allowed to mix any type of sexual content with any character of their choosing regardless of age or realism. Bro, no one is looking at this and jerking off. That's what they don't get. We just think they're cute. That's... If you look at this and you think it's a child, you're the problem. You're the problem. This is not the majority of the world either. This is just a loud group of like-minded people that have found Twitter to be the only place they can have a voice. Anybody with a brain knows this stuff is fucked up and is not okay in real life. So I don't know what to show you guys first. This is the full rev video. It's not the first time she's attacked the anime community. By the way, his boyfriend, I thought it was a girl, calls the cops on him for no reason while screaming and even abuses her dog. People who abuse animals are the worst kind. Just saying.
You don't do shit. You didn't pay prorated rent. You don't live here anymore. Your name's off the lease. I paid.
You're so stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna walk by you. Excuse me.
Get the fuck in your room and don't ever fucking leave.
Holy shit. You're gonna what?
I want to hit you so fucking bad.
Okay.
You're a piece of shit.
Okay.
You're a fucking little baby.
Okay. Alright, that's a good one for the
Do
cops.
something for the cops. Because the cops gonna do anything. The cops will literally do anything.
What are you doing? Go in here.
Oh, like what you did with me and how you stood in my doorway and you
Okay,
sit
so
there and
now
yelled at
I'm
me?
gonna just slowly push the door closed, and if your foot is in the way, I will push your foot out of the way.
Go ahead, break my-
That's crazy how he has to detail everything that he's gonna do so she doesn't freak out and say that he's like beating her or something.
Don't touch me.
Literally walking on eggshells.
Gently
Don't
push
touch
you
me.
in that
Don't
general
touch
direction.
me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Sane individual.
Punched me. You're calling my mom? Go ahead, call her. She knows you're fucking psychotic. Holy, you just punched me in the fucking neck.
What the
Holy shit,
hell?
I'll just call the cops.
Okay, wait, there was more. There's photos of her doing a blackface with Nutella. Okay, let's just, shit, what is this?
At least once a week, we witness the same type of situation unfold on Twitter. A VTuber makes serious allegations against another person, has a public meltdown when criticism rolls in, and is eventually exposed as a downright bad person in the process. And the subject of today's video is no different. Yesterday, a streamer and VTuber by the name of EmiOK,
She's a VTuber? What?
pedo bait, and then made subsequent posts insinuating VTubers using lolly, short, or even flat models are nothing more than elaborate bait for pedophiles. And of course, once the warranted criticism started rolling,
Flat models are an elaborate bait for PDF files. She is not a serious person.
in, she called all of her critics pedophiles while having a full-fledged 20-plus hour meltdown on her main and alt accounts. Accounts that also contain publicly viewable likes featuring sexualized high school characters, something considered CP by her own standards. Many such cases. But here's the thing. That encompassed the rough outline of the story when I began working on this video late last night. However, this morning, this story took a turn when I woke up to find threads resurfacing that exposed EmiOK's past behavior. These threads contain images and videos documenting some of her behavior from as recent as 2020. Behavior which includes her saying the N-word with the hard R, posting swastikas, posting photos of herself in blackface, and videos posted by her ex-boyfriend showing what many consider to be animal abuse, and at the very least, documentation of
Disgusting.
how unhinged her behavior is. And as a side note, I'm choosing to ignore all the other mountain of drama relating to her that stems as far back as 2017 because I simply don't have time for that separate rabbit hole. So based on the attitude I've seen from her, I'm sure she'll consider this video as a form of rabid harassment or something, when in reality, 90% of this video will consist of me reading her tweets, DMs, and alike, simply letting the words and images speak for themselves. Accordingly, I'll begin this video by giving context to what transpired yesterday and how we got here. After that, we're gonna look at the images and videos of her past behavior, and believe me, you don't want to miss that. So like I said, this saga involves the streamer EmiOK, a streamer who wants the world to know her by two labels, as an e-girl and a VTuber. Titles that blur way too much these days, and fittingly, the majority of her content involves face cams and posting her IRL self. I mean, searching her accounts for VTuber related content is like searching the desert for water. But the drama leading up to this video begins with a post by the VTuber Kirana Yonome, a post asking Twitter users to make a very important decision. But in all seriousness, VTubers making lewder content is nothing new. In fact, the vast majority of VTubers incorporate it in varying amounts. Because after all, the men and women behind these VTuber models are primarily adults, and it's kind of expected that adults will make adult adult jokes and posts from time to time, and the fact that they do it from behind a fictional character makes absolutely no difference. However, Sister Emmy does not agree with this string of logic. On her not-so-subtle alt account, she made this tweet, asking if Kirana's tweet is pedo bait, a question she answers herself by stating in a reply that, yeah, it is. Even adding this comment from her main account stating, I thought the idea was cute, I like the Tiger Girl model, but then I saw that they were lewd posting and the underdeveloped breast model was a bit too effing much for me. Their comments also point out how short they are / constantly pointing out size. And perhaps feeling a bit cocky following the feedback from her echo chamber, she continued on her main account posting this. There's a full community of people out there dressing up in lolly / short / underdeveloped breast and pre-pubatory trait VTuber models, and I find it really interesting that some of them will tweet things like, I'm not a lolly, in attempts to continue lewd posting as a child avatar. Now, the funny part about this tweet is that she does have a point. There is an endless list of almost exclusively Western VTubers who sport lolly-type VTuber models who also make sexually charged humor the main staple of their content, just to turn around and call lolicon content pedophilia. However, ignoring the fact that some of the most successful and foundational VTubers in the medium have lolly models or are lolicons themselves, she's also stating that short or flat-chested models aren't allowed to lewd post, which is at the very least body shaming and arguably a symptom of schizophrenia, since, of course, we're talking about adults using fictional characters as avatars. But like I hinted at earlier, as the criticism rolled in from these tweets, she proceeded to start digging her own grave, tweeting, I didn't realize showing my point of view and sharing my opinions would be such a big deal. You could have just replied with an explanation of why you think my opinion is wrong. Crazy how calling other people pedo bait has consequences, because calling another VTuber pedo bait is not an opinion, it's an allegation. And then she further states and replies, also just to clarify, I have no issue with smaller VTubers, just when you sexualize them is when my red flags start to go up. And honestly, at this point, I'm just confused. What even is a smaller VTuber? Why are people like this so sex negative, by the way? Short or flat VTubers can't be sexual? Is that what she's saying? But here comes the fun part of the video, where we apply this woman's standard against herself. It's clear from her tweets, she treats fictional content the same as real life. So accordingly, I have to ask, Emmy, why did you make this sexual cosplay of an underage character? Why do you have sexualized high school students in your likes? Why do you have a gif of 2 children kissing in your recent replies? I mean, these characters look awfully small and short. Now, of course, this is a ridiculous standard to hold someone to, but it's the same standard she wants to label other people as pedophiles or pedobay for, so it's only fair that this unreasonable standard is applied back to her own behavior. When confronted on the issue, she said, I'm confused how me liking images of characters fully clothed with adult features is similar to a diaper-wearing self-claimed lollies sucking on condoms. Where that last part came from, I have no idea, but the first part is a direct contradiction to this meme response she made to someone else literally minutes before that reply. And then she went on to make this excuse, these characters look grown up, not like—
She made a cosplay of, what's her name, 02? The girl with the pink hair? An underage character that she's linking to her OnlyFans. Isn't that pedo bait? She has a petite body IRL too. By her own standards, sorry, by her own standards, not mine.
Like lollies. An obvious contradiction to everything she's been saying, besides the fact, if she really thinks that fictional content can be illegal, in the US, the country she lives in, the law doesn't require nudity for an image to be considered CP, and looking at this image, it's obviously sexual in nature. And then she goes on and on and on, but here's a collage of responses showing just how unhinged and toxic she is, calling everyone who disagrees with her pedophiles, telling other content creators they'll never reach her level of success, even sending unsolicited DMs to random people trying to shame them for criticizing her, and on and on. But you get it, she had a meltdown. But now I think it's time to get to the much more serious turn of this video. Here's just one of the many threads documenting her behavior from the past. Normally, I'm not one to care too much about someone's behavior from 2 or 3 years ago, but there are some things that are so incredibly telling about who someone is, especially when they feature someone who at that point was in their 20s. Now, fair warning, we're going to see images involving racism as well as a video that involves a pretty heated confrontation, so if those things make you uncomfortable, you can end the video here. So as you'll see, there is a reason this person is rebranded so many times. They've gone under the names of Emia, Emidorable, EmiOK, Emiliani, and Emia, an attempt to constantly shift away from—
Never trust somebody who rebrands their name a lot. That means they've done shit in other communities.
from her very checkered history. She has been called out and canceled before, and her response is typically to lay low for a bit and come back with a new alias when everyone has forgotten what she's done. These are the type of things she is trying to bury, like posting the N-word multiple times.
What the hell? What the hell is wrong with her?
Including the hard R, racist memes, posting swastikas, even posting blackface multiple times, which to clarify, one of them is a photo from 2013, but she reposted a screenshot of it on Discord in 2019, which means she was clearly still okay with it at that time. But don't worry guys, she has an excuse for all of this. She didn't know what any of these things meant when she posted them. That's right, because this isn't the first time she's been called out for this behavior. About 2 years ago, she finally made a response to those trying to hold her accountable.
It bothers me when people say that I'm something I'm not, and they don't listen to me defend myself. This is my career. This is what I do. If I were to go off and spit things like anti-Semitism, if I were to like preach those things without knowing, that hinders that, doesn't it? That hinders my image. That makes me seem things that I'm not, and I don't want to be shown in that bad light just because I don't understand, because I didn't get it.
So there you have it, folks. She's not accountable. She just needed to be more educated about the subtle nuances of posting the N-word, blackface.
How can you not understand what a swastika mean? What?
and swastikas. But if that wasn't enough, in 2020, she had the nerve to accuse her ex-boyfriend of being racist, where he then posted a series of videos documenting a confrontation with her inside their home to give the world a sense of what she is really like. Now, I'm gonna have to compress these for YouTube, so if you want full access to the clips, you can find them linked in the description. So I'm gonna have to skip the first video, mainly because YouTube rules might be an issue, but to sum it up for context, the ex-boyfriend and Emmy share an apartment. He came home to find her dog urinating on the floor because she had left it alone all day while she was out protesting. The dog continues urinating on the floor throughout the video. The floor is much like the apartment, extremely filthy and run down, and I'm no veterinarian, but the dog doesn't look like it's in the best shape, as you'll see in the upcoming clips. She then gets very angry when confronted about leaving the dog all day alone, and from the other side of the room calls 911 on him, which leads us to the second and third clips, where she literally corners and eventually punches the man she says she's so afraid of.
The fuck?
Yes, can you tell them to take, like, can you, like...
You should tell him to take the dog, too, that you don't take care of. This is fucking unreal.
Yo, what is this mess? They have such a nice apartment. What is this? The garbage all spilled out. It's full of piss. It's full of piss.
This is fucking unreal. It's unreal. I would cry too, to have more priorities than rioting. What the fuck is your problem? Get out of my face!
You want this?
Stop touching me! You're pushing!
Is this what you want?
No, you're the one touching me! Back up!
Is this what you
I'm
want?
just getting in the corner.
Is this what you
You're in my...
want? Do something, Michael. Do something.
Look at this, dude. I'm just trying to sit in the corner.
Do something.
Dude, this is...
Do something.
Holy shit. I
Do
hope they
something.
show up, 'cause this is
Do
unreal.
something.
You're a threat to
Do
everyone around you.
something.
I'm not doing I have nothing. I want nothing to do with you. I want nothing to do with you. Get away from me, please. Back up. Please back up. Now you're blocking me in.
Do something.
Do something.
Do something.
I don't want anything to do with you.
How many times have you said you want to fucking leave? You can't leave. You've never
What have I ever said?
He didn't even...
Holy,
Do
I gotta get out of this place.
Yes, you need to leave.
You're so-
You need to leave.
Dude, back
You
up.
need to leave.
Back up.
Leave.
Oh, God.
You said for 4 days straight,
Dude, the dog is so cute too. He doesn't even understand what's going on.
Tomorrow, I need to get the fuck away from you. You're
you need to leave.
psychotic. The dog wants to leave too.
Because he needs to go potty.
Then take him
I
out.
will once I'm done with you. Can you get the fuck out?
I'm gonna go in my room.
No, you're fucking not. Get out.
I'm gonna go in my room that I paid to live in. Okay, I'm just gonna walk by you. Excuse me.
Get the fuck in your room and don't ever fucking leave.
Holy shit. You're gonna what?
I want to hit you so fucking bad.
Okay.
You're a piece of shit.
Okay.
You're a fucking little baby.
Okay. Alright, that's a good one for the
Do
cops.
something for the cops. The cops gonna do anything. The cops will literally do anything.
What are you doing? I'm just gonna go in here.
Oh, like what you did with me? From how you stood in my doorway and you
Okay,
stood
so
there and
now
yelled at
I'm
me?
gonna just slowly push the door closed, and if your foot is in the way, I will push your foot out of the
Go
way.
ahead, break my fucking bone. Don't touch me.
I'm gonna gently
Don't
push
touch
you
me.
in that
Don't
general
touch me.
direction.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You just punched me. You're calling my mom? Go ahead, call her. She knows you're fucking psychotic. Holy, you just punched me in the...
The dog is not happy, he's nervous. Oh, is that why he's wagging his tail? Dog's pissing on the floor because she's locked it in the closet and spent the day LARPing as a communist agitator harassing cops and other strangers. She probably never takes him out, and big dogs need a lot of exercise.
fucking neck.
Now I get this is a moment in a life, and obviously nobody in that scenario is completely innocent, but from these short clips alone, I think you can get a pretty clear picture of the kind of person Emmy is. This unhinged, antagonistic behavior from 2020 is the exact same pattern of behavior we saw as recent as yesterday. Make of the evidence we saw today for what you will, but once again, it's the VTuber who is demonizing and attacking every aspect of the community she wants to be a part of, who forgets, unlike the fictional content she cries about, she has a very real mountain of skeletons in her own closet she should be worried about instead. But that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe for more daily videos, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, so that's EmiOK for her, so this is why no one should take anything she says seriously, no cap. And the worst part is she's laughing about it on her alt account. Okay, and the worst part about this is that she went after Straub. Because Straub replied she needs to give up, nobody cares what you have to say, girlie, go away. She made a tweet which is now deleted, so I can't show it to you guys. I replied to it. But she stated that Straub was harassing her. Somebody with a young-looking anime PFP, I believe she said. She said that she was harassing her. All she did was reply this, not even to her, to Rev. Actually insane to accuse me of harassing her because I posted one negative critical comment about her, and she in turn screenshot it and tagged Twitch. Yes. And she tagged Twitch. I forgot about that part. Because she was trying to have her deplatform or something, or get her in trouble. Bro, I was getting really upset.